So, hello everyone. It actually seems like I'm live at the moment, so I'm going to wait to see if there are comments coming through. I can't see anybody at the moment. This is the very first time that I'm even attempting anything like this, so that's why I'm setting this one up as kind of an experiment. And then if this goes down well, I'll be doing them just as a donation base only, so you can pay me what you can actually afford. So I hope that you enjoy this stream tonight. I'm going to wait till a few people actually come online, and I can't see anybody actually as yet. Do leave a comment in the comment section. Just going to use my trusty phone at the moment just to see if I'm actually broadcasting on my channel. I'll wait to see. There's 8 people. Brilliant. That suddenly jumped up. So with the 8 people that are watching at the moment, I was going to explain the process to you. And hello Buzz, hello everyone. Thank you. It's good to see it's actually working. So I can actually, which is really good, is start to show these comments that people are watching at the moment. And thank you so much to everyone who's made a comment before. There's Damien there, thank you. Let's have Brenda's going to be popping up in a moment. So I really do appreciate all your hellos at the moment. So whilst you're here, I'm going to explain the process of how we're going to be running this past life regression tonight. It's lovely to see you too, Jenny. First of all, some people, when they start to try and do a past life regression, they say that all they do is they close their eyes and they just get blank. They can't actually visualize. So I'm going to be spending around 10 minutes, so 5 minutes each, of us doing a visualization exercise. After that, I will then do the past life regression experience. There's various different ways of doing an induction. This time, I think that I'm going to use a beach induction because a lot of people find the beach quite relaxing. However, if somebody doesn't want to actually experience the beach, then do say, and I can do sounds like walks in the woods are very popular as well. Then a deepening into hypnosis. Also as well, what I always like to say at the beginning is if you suffer from clinical depression or things like epilepsy, if you haven't been through this process before and you do suffer from any one of those, then it is always advisable that you speak to your doctor beforehand. As I've said before in the past, people have spoken to doctors about this, and no one's ever actually said don't get part in it. But for us hypnotherapists to cover ourselves, I always make sure that you just do that beforehand. So with that, actually in the description of this YouTube video, you will also see a link through to a real nice relaxing bit of music, because it's difficult with these speakers to the microphone I've got on this laptop to actually make the music sound really nice. So what you might want to do whilst you're listening to this experience is to go into the description of this video, if you can see it, and then open up the music in another tab. Make sure you do it in another tab and don't go away from this one. And then you can play that bit of music very gently in the background whilst I do all of these processes. So I'll just give you a few moments to go ahead and do that. Does anybody actually have any questions at the moment? So I'm going to go through. So we're going to do the visualization exercise. It's important that when you do the visualization exercise that we're all aware that we have different senses. Some of us are what's called visual, so you might be getting more visuals during this process. Other ones may be what's called more auditory, so you'll be getting more hearing of what happened. And other people are more kinesthetic and have feelings. There's also tastes and smells that you may get in this experience. This process, since adding it in when I have done past life regressions with people, I always do it as a start, particularly if they've never done an experience like this before. it just helps to really add so that they realize that they can visualize. So I'm going to explain the process of what we're going to do. First of all is that I recommend that you get yourself nice and comfortable right now. And when I tell you to, close your eyes. Pick a moment from today when it can be what you like. Usually people like to choose drinking, say, their favourite drink, maybe a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a nice cold glass of water. And really sit down during that time and visualise that time moving forward in real time. Then after about 5 minutes, I'm going to get you to then reverse that. So when you're going forward, I want you to see exactly what you saw out of your own eyes, out of your own body, hearing with your own ears, and feeling with your own feelings. Then what I like you to do then is just keep rolling that forward in real time. Then halfway through, I'll then say reverse. And when you reverse that, I want you to then go backwards in time, back to the beginning of the moment that you first started off visualizing. If you get back to where you started the visualization beforehand, then all you've got to do is just then go forward again. Now, I'm just going to start this, just wanted to make sure that that's clear for people, because the last thing I want to do is start this process and people find that it's not very clear. There's no comments coming through at the moment, so I will take it that that is all nice and clear for you. So what I like to do now is you can open that tab now of that music and just play it. There'll probably a couple of adverts beforehand. Make sure you skip those. And now I'd like you just to close your eyes. And I'd like you to now visualize that moment you've picked out from today in this lifetime, visualizing that time moving forward. So with your eyes closed, I tinker. Not clear. Okay, Buzz. So let me just explain that again. All you've got to do is just choose a moment of today where you just want to visualize in this lifetime. And when I say this lifetime, I mean the body you're living now. So most people like to choosing a drink, or maybe the first moment that you woke up. So if it was the first moment you woke up, the day when you opened your eyes, when you looked around, what did you see? Just to practice visualizing. So okay, play the music and close your eyes. Now I'd like you to visualize a moment of today that you wish to choose moving forward in real time. Seeing that time unfold for you. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you feel? Visualize that time now moving forwards. Seeing out of your own body, out of your own eyes. And as you visualize this moment that you've chosen, you can feel very relaxing. As you visualize, you may wish to just relax your breathing just that much more. Keep visualizing this moment of the day that you have chosen. And as you visualize this moment of the day going forwards in real time, you may notice, you may see, you may even feel just things throughout the day that you have forgotten about until you visualize. Very good. Allowing yourself to visualize this time now in real time. Whatever you're doing, make sure you add what in your hearing. Are there any tastes and smells right now in what you're experiencing? And keep this time moving forward for another minute. And after a minute, I'll then get you to then see everything going backwards, back in time, going in reverse. For example, if you're walking forwards, now walking backwards. And allow that to happen now, everything going in reverse, strengthening those neural pathways within inside your mind. Remembering each part in detail as you go backwards. So anybody talking right now? If so, hear the person you're talking to you backwards as you reverse the time now. Very good. And we'll continue this process for one more minute before I get you to open your eyes. Continuing time reversing now. Very good. And if you get to the beginning before I get you to open your eyes, then just from where you started the visualization, I'll see it moving forwards again. Wonderful. Almost time now. Before I get you to open your eyes, just to be aware of the place in your body where you're feeling the most comfort right now, and then I want you to imagine that feeling of comfort spreading out like ripples in a pond. You can start to slowly open your eyes now. And as you may hear in some comedy programs, you're back in the room. Now, some people might be wondering why I was doing that visualization exercise. We all have neural pathways within inside our mind, and for those of you that aren't so good at visualizing, this allows those neural pathways to become stronger. You may wish to just close your eyes when you do other past life regressions and visualize, because it will just again help strengthen those neural pathways. If you think of those neural pathways a little bit like when you lift weights, you're not going to start growing those muscles if you just pick up the weight once and go, well, that's it. All I need to do now is place the weight back down. I don't need to do it again. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. So with that, we're going to start the past life regression hypnosis session. For those of you who have tuned in a little bit later, if you do suffer from clinical depression, epilepsy, or anything like that, then you may well wish to speak to your doctor before becoming involved in this session. As I said, no doctor has ever said to any of my clients that you shouldn't join in the session, but for us hypnotherapists, we always like to cover ourselves. So just allow yourself to move around and sit or recline. Make sure you can hear this nicely. If you have already turned the music off, then just make sure you put some music back on. Or if you want to, you can just allow yourself to listen to my voice. I'm just going to give over just 1 minute before I start the hypnosis. Does anybody have any questions, or is anything unclear about the process that we're just about to do? when I do these group past life regressions with people, I usually have an audience in front of me and I can see people raising their hands, or if anybody's confused, I can go to them. So just give a moment for any questions to come down, if there are any. Then after this particular past life regression session, if you then have open on another tab your email, or just go to your email screen. So if you wish to become part of the group session, then you can go and email me. And once you've emailed me, if you're happy to come on StreamYard and say your story, then at that point I can send you the link back so you can actually join in. And then from there, when you join in, you can say what you experienced during the past life regression. You don't have to, it's entirely optional, but the email address that I'm going to give out is Paul@Goddard NLP, so neuro linguistic programs, that's nlp.co.uk. I'll say it again, Paul@Goddard nlp.co.uk. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type it up down here and then show it, and then hopefully you can all see. So you should see it in a second. Show. Brilliant. I'm just beginning to work this all out now. So yes, there you go. Paul@paulgoddardnlp.co.uk. So nobody's actually asked any questions right now, so that's brilliant. So just allow yourself to get comfortable, sit in a comfortable position or recline, and now close your eyes. And we're going to do a nice beach induction. So I'd like you now just to close your eyes, and you can focus on relaxing your breathing. And as you relax your breathing, with your eyes now closed, you may well wish to imagine your eyes closing again. Making each and every in and out breath more relaxed than the one before. More relaxed than the one before. More relaxed than the one before. And you can focus on relaxing those little muscles around your eyes just that much more. And that relaxation in your eyes spreads out over your forehead and down your neck. Down to your shoulders. Down to your hands, and fingers relax as it travels down your arm. Down your arms now. Your hips relax. Continue that relaxation now down further. Down to your knees. The backs of your knees relax. Down to your shins. Down to your ankles. The soles of your feet and toes relax. Very good. And as you relax now, deeper and deeper and more deeply relaxed, it becomes easier and easier to release your imagination. I want you now to imagine yourself on a beautiful, relaxing beach of your choosing. And in this beautiful, relaxing beach of your choosing, it can be a real place or an imaginary place or a combination of both. It's up to you. And in this place, you're free to relax, free to exhale any tension. And as you look down the beach, you can see what a wonderful, relaxing sight it is in front of you. Opening up your powers of relaxation and imagination to be here in this wonderful beach of your choosing. And if you haven't already, I want you to find a place on this beautiful, relaxing beach where you can sit down comfortably and look out over the water. And as you sit down and look down the beach out to the water, you can be aware of sounds. You can be aware of feelings. You can be aware of yourself relaxing deeper and deeper. And now I want you to continue to relax deeper, looking out over the water as I am now quiet. Very good. Now you've relaxed the body. It's now time to relax the mind. In a moment, we're going to notice that the sun is going to set over the water. And as the sun sets over the water, I'm going to slowly count backwards from 10 to 1. Each and every number that I count down, the sun goes lower and lower and lower, so that by the time the sun is set, you will be in your most comfortablest, deepest state of relaxation. As I count down, your mind relaxes. And as your mind relaxes, your body relaxes. And as your body relaxes, Your mind continues to relax as I count down. All right now. 10. The sun slowly begins to set over the water, and you find yourself relaxing deeper and deeper and more deeply relaxed. 9. You can noticing the gentle rise and fall of your breathing that happens naturally by itself. You can notice your arms relaxing. You can notice yourself drifting deeper and deeper and more deeply relaxed now. 9, we drift down to 8, and the sun continues to set over the water. You notice the changing colours as the sun begins to set and goes a deeper red. 7. So sleepy. So relaxed as you drift and float. Deeper relax now. Deeper relax. Now. Deeper relax now. 6. Continuing to relax now. Deeper and deeper and deeper still. 5. Your mind relaxes. Your body relaxes. So sleepy. So relaxed. Deeper and deeper and deeper sleep. So sleepy. So relaxed. Deeper and deeper and deeper sleep. 4. Very good. Noticing yourself drifting now, floating and relaxing. Deeper and deeper as the sun continues to go down. 3. The sun continues to go down, and you notice how deeper the sky is now. 2. Relaxing, drifting, unwinding, letting go now. And at the count of the next number, you will be in your most deepest, comfortablest state of relaxation. All right now. 1. Very good. And now, to help with the deepening process, I want you to imagine what it looks like just outside your front door in this lifetime of 2020. Visualize your front door now, looking out of your own body, out of your own eyes. See what you see outside your front door, and add any tastes and smells if applicable. Any sounds here. Now, I want you to imagine yourself floating up higher and higher, higher and higher, so you're looking down on where you live, like a bird's eye view. And you can imagine yourself looking from up here, enjoying the view. Now imagine yourself floating back down now, down to the ground, back to where you started. And as you float back down to the ground, you relax deeper and deeper and more deeply relaxed. Very good. Now again, to help with the deepening process, I want you to imagine your very own place, your very own healing place. Allow yourself to go there now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Your very own beautiful, special healing place of your choosing. This is your safe space. Take a few moments to familiarize yourself with your surroundings. What can you see? What can you hear? What can you feel? And you can come back to this place if ever you want to in the session, because it's your own healing place. Your subconscious mind will know if you wish to go back here. Very good. Now we move forward from this special, relaxing, healing place. On the count of 3, I want you to go to an imaginary corridor of your choosing. And in this imaginary corridor there are doors leading off to either side. And in each of these doors, as you go through, it will take you through to an experience which may well be a past life. Everything can be checked out later, but for now I want you to go to this wonderful imaginary corridor of your choosing. 1, 2, 3. You're in that imaginary corridor of your choosing. Now, I want you to look around this wonderful imaginary corridor of your choosing. How light or dark is this corridor of your choosing? And look around and get the feelings of being in this beautiful, or what imaginary corridor it looks like right now. This imagination is the doorway through to your past life. Now, I want you to be aware of a door that you're most drawn to go through and experience past life. Allow your higher self, your subconscious mind, to choose that door. And now I want you to allow yourself to walk down to that door. walking down to that door, and just for a moment, when you get there, standing outside that door to take in the shape and size of this door that will take you back in time, back to before you were born, back to a life you have lived before this one. And be aware that when you go through, you may get visualizations, you may get sensing of where you are, or you may hear where you are. However the experience comes to you, just allow it to happen in its own way. The door to your past life opens on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The door opens to your past life. Do you see through the door? Take in what you see or hear or feel. Now, I want you to walk through the door, and the door closes behind you. Take in now what you can sense, see or feel around you in this past life. And be aware of your legs and yourself connected to the floor or to the ground. And really take in your surroundings now, taking in as much detail as coming to you. Just allow it to come. And you can ask yourself these questions. How old do you feel in this life you're in now? Do you feel you're male or female? Allow a year to come into your mind of what year you feel it is. And where in the world do you feel you are now? Allow the name and now the surname to come to you, what you are called in this lifetime. Very good. Are you with anyone right now? Now, on the count of 3, staying with this lifetime, I want you to go to your happiest memory within this lifetime. All right now, 1, 2, 3. Your most happiest memory within this lifetime. Where are you? How old do you feel now? What's happening? Be aware of your surroundings and if anyone's with you now. Take in the detail and in this most happiest memory within this lifetime. Allow any occasion or anything that's happening that day to really come into your awareness. And I allow you to enjoy this really happy memory within this lifetime as I am now quiet. Very good. Now, staying with this lifetime, I want you to go to your very earliest memory. Allow that to happen now. Your earliest memory. How old do you feel in your earliest memory? Where are you now? Is there anyone with you in your earliest memory within this lifetime? Allow those answers to come to you now. Very good. Now, staying with this lifetime, I want you to go to the place where you spent most of your life living when you didn't work, if you did work. Where did you rest and sleep? If it hasn't happened already, allow your subconscious mind to take you to that time now in that lifetime where you slept, where you ate, where you relaxed. See that place now. And take in your surroundings. And were there others living with you in this place, or did you live alone? Allow that to all come to you now. Wonderful. Now, staying with this lifetime, if you worked within this lifetime, I want you now to go to that time when you worked and did your daily activity. If you didn't work, just allow a memory of what you did during most of the days to come into your mind now. What did you do within this lifetime as work, or how you spent most of your days? See what you saw in that lifetime. Feel what you felt. And hear what you heard. Now, staying with this lifetime, I want you to go to a time where you learned a valuable lesson. Allow that to happen now. A time when you learned a valuable lesson. What is that time? What did you see? What did you feel? What did you hear? And is there any understanding you can take forward with you to other lives? Allow any helpful message to come to you now. Very good. Now, staying with this lifetime, I want you to go to a point within this lifetime when you were looking at yourself in a mirror, so you can truly see what you look like. If there's no mirror, then you go to a time when you see yourself in a reflection, maybe in water or shiny surface, so you can see how you looked. Allow that time when you were looking at yourself to come into your mind now. How are you dressed? What does your face look like? Really be aware of the clothes that you're wearing now, and where you are looking at yourself. Wonderful. Now, on the next count of 3, I want you to go to your very last year within this lifetime, your very last year of living in this lifetime. Allow that to happen on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Your very last year. How old do you feel you are? Did you marry within this lifetime? Did you have children? Did you travel? And allow any other important times within this lifetime to come into your awareness now as I am quiet. Very good. And just before I bring you out of this process, you can double check where you lived most of your life within your subconscious mind. You can double check what year it was during this lifetime. And when you do come out of this experience, you will remember everything with crystal clear clarity. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and on 3 you'll be back in that corridor you started from. 1, 2, 3. You're back in that corridor where you started from. And I'd like you to now know that you're back in 2020 and all doors are now closed to past lives, but can be reopened at any stage. Wonderful. When you come out of this nice, deep, relaxed state, you're going to remember everything with crystal clear clarity. You will be reinforcing every single positive thought you've ever had about yourself. All right, now, on 3 and only 3, your eyes will be open. 1, feeling yourself just beginning to be more aware of where you're sitting or reclining. 2, small movements in your body signaling that it'll soon time to be awakened. On 3, eyes open, refreshed, alert, remembering everything with crystal clear clarity. Now what I'm going to do is just refresh my Paul at Paul Goddard, and it would be nice if people started to share some of their experiences that they had during this time. This is quite a new experience doing something like this. I'm used to doing it with an audience, so you get that feedback. But please now do send me an email, and then I can send you an invite to this StreamYard so you can say what your past life experience was. If anybody feels from this session as well that they need some healing, then that can certainly be done after. So do stay on after everybody else has finished if you feel you need healing from that experience at all. So with that, does anyone have a question? One understanding? Just keep checking my emails. I hope that was a enjoyable experience for people. As I said, this is a new way of doing this, so that's why I was experimenting, trying this way, because I wanted to make sure that everybody had got something before I just go out and do these without setting it up or trying an experiment, because this is all about an experiment. So anybody have any questions here at all? Or do email me if you wish to join in the stream. I'm not getting any comments through at the moment. Got lots of highs, which is really good. So we'll just go up to Katie. Yes, felt relaxed, couldn't get anything past the door. Life, I wonder if I need to shut off or mind more. I mean, when I have audience, you can actually see more of a feedback from people. So yeah, I mean, I think keep experimenting. I've got some CDs and MP3s that you may wish to listen to that are for sale, so you can email me about those. They're £5 for CDs or just £3 for MP3s. You can there is postage and packaging on there, so it depends on where I'm posting it in the world. But I would just say, just allow yourself to go to. I'm glad you felt relaxed though. So how can we stay here and go to email as well? Buzz, what I can do is if you do go to the off here for a bit, it's best not to run both of them at the same time, so you will have to close one of them down and then just email me at Goddard, which I'll just get back up again so that you can actually see that. So there is, before I do the other comments, the paul@paulgoddardnlp.co.uk. I'll leave that for a bit and then I can go to my email. So I'll just refresh emails and see what's coming up. So just email me at that and then you'll be on the stream, and then you can jump back on this live stream, which will be still going. Well, feel emotional, thank you. Teresa, it'd be wonderful to know if you're happy to email me and come on the stream. That would be wonderful, but if not, if you're happy to just explain on here, that would be brilliant. Just going to see if I've had anything from anybody. I'm swapping between both StreamYard and this at the moment, so same with me. I couldn't imagine anything till the corridor, but so far I opened the door, there was just nothing. Not I saw nothing. It was so dark or anything, but I got nothing. With these past life regression sessions, that's why I also like having people at a one-to-one basis, because if they don't actually get anything at the time with that door, then you can sometimes try another door and get through to a different past life, which is absolutely fine. You can get to a different past life. If the door way doesn't help you get through to the past life, then there's other things that I'll try people, like mists of times and things like that. It could also be that this is a bit different doing it on StreamYard. So this is why I'm setting it up like this, to see if it's worthwhile doing more of them. So let's have a look, see what else people have got. Yeah. So great, I'll do that. So seems like I have good imagination, but is it our minds not strong enough to go deeper into it? I mean, I'm sure everybody is, because when I've got like an audience in front of me, it's about 80% of people that get a past life regression. Then when they have the regression, when I have individuals, the success rate goes up. But that's an audience, that's playing music, that's me looking at the audience, so I can actually see everything. So let's have a look like that. I'll email you later and let you know my experience, but not comfortable with coming on. That's absolutely fine. So anybody, I'm just going to check if anybody else has emailed me at all. No, not yet. So anybody else got anything? So, I mean, the reason why I'm setting this up is because I want to make sure that this system actually works with getting the past life regression. So it would be nice to know people on there. You can just send a little back, only if you feel comfortable, if you got everything, or whether you didn't get anything with that. It's absolutely fine. But anyway, I'm glad you got something, Teresa, and it'll be really good to know your personal experience of it. Let's just check my emails again. So I'm just flicking back from one to the other. So I'll make sure I didn't get anybody. So yeah, I'll just get my email back on, so anybody who wants to email can email me. So yeah, do feel free to email there, and you can come on StreamYard, or just, if you're not happy with it, just sort of say a couple of things that you've got. I know that it might be less comfortable for people to share their experiences here. Anyone feel they need any healing from that session? I'll send you an email with what I saw. Yep, that's wonderful. As I said, not everybody needs to share the experience, what they had. That's absolutely fine, but thank you for that. So just to get it right, that you don't fancy going on stream, which is absolutely fine, because the last thing I ever want to do is pressurize people. Thanks a lot for your time. Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm appreciative of that. So let's have a look. Didn't get much after going through the door. I did get place and time. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you got like the place and time buzz, Teresa. Brilliant. It worked for me, but I have done this before. My beach house. That sounds really good. And yeah, it was definitely a new experience for me doing this. I look forward to hearing what people are seeing. And again, if you're not happy with sharing what you got on this, then you know, I'm more than happy for you to just email me afterwards if you don't want to say what you experienced or anything like that. That's absolutely fine. So it's nice to see some highs at the beginning. You're welcome to leave any comments, or even if you don't want to say what you experienced, you're welcome to share anything with me, any understanding or any questions about past life regression. Go ahead and do that. So you felt, Teresa, you felt sadness and emotional. Does that mean I need healing? I feel okay now. I always say that if you have that sense that you need healing now just because you're still upset and emotional, that's absolutely good to go ahead and have that healing. But if you feel fine now, you can always just drop me a message, and maybe we could do like a quick private Skype if later on you feel you need healing. I hope to practice more and more. I'd like to explore how these lives are linked to the present time. Thank you, Teresa. When I got through the door, I saw a place I haven't seen in my dreams before. I have seen my dreams before, but this time I saw a man. I think he was my dad. Oh, that's good to know. May I ask you, Brenda, did you get a year of what you felt was going on in that time? What year you felt it was? Would be good. If that didn't come through, that's fine. Yeah, thank you for that, Brenda. Just quickly show my email address again, because I have CDs for sale. If anybody wishes to purchase one, I'm not going to do like the hard sell with anybody, but if you wish to purchase one or MP3, then do contact me and I can work a way of getting one through to you. So I think what we'll do, so I'll give it another 5 minutes. Just check if anybody's emailed me at all. So I was hoping to do this for Zoom, on Zoom, and that's great because everybody can chat at the same time and it's more private, but unfortunately Zoom just wasn't secure, and the last thing I wanted to do was put my card details into something which wasn't secure, because you can only do 40 minutes on Zoom. Right, so we got here, I went through the door and I was in the countryside, lots of trees on my own. Then I saw a cottage. Well, that sounds nice. Then the last year of my life, I was a very old woman. I was in bed, white hair. So I hope that's okay, Jenny. And I hope you enjoyed the experience. And I hope that when you were in bed with white hair, it wasn't an upsetting experience for you at all, and that it was just all very peaceful. But thank you for sharing that with me, Jenny, and sharing it with everybody else. Wonderful. So I'll just give a little bit longer, see if anybody else wishes to ask any questions. And I do hope this session saves itself onto YouTube, because it's all a very new experience for me using StreamYard. But do email me privately afterwards, see if you think this was worth doing. And Brenda has just said that it was in 1870, so that's brilliant. Thank you, Brenda. To anybody who did experience something, did you oh, I've got another one here. Did it make sense to anybody? I mean, has anybody had any particular interest in a particular area that they went through? Teresa, I'm getting off now. I'm going to write this all down. It's best to write it down whilst you can remember all the details. Good evening and thanks again. You're very welcome, Teresa, and I hope that it was and some claps there. So thank you. That's lovely to see. So yeah, 1:15, I'm going to stop this stream unless other people ask more questions. And Sabrina, bye-bye, and bye to you as well, and thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Okay. Let me check my emails. I can fully understand that people might not want to join StreamYard. Do let me know how this experience was for you, and I'll try and see if I can get Zoom if I can speak to somebody. Jenny, thank you. It was very nice and relaxing. I do really appreciate that, Jenny, and thank you for your feedback. Anybody can give me some feedback, because you know, let me know if it was worthwhile doing something like this for you all. Okay, in the last minute, I'm just going to leave the Past Life Regression. So feel free to email me and ask me anything if you like. That you're more than welcome to do that. You know, you don't feel that the only way you're going to email is if you have to go on StreamYard, or if you are going to purchase a CD or MP3. You can always ask me questions as well. I've got another one here. Thank you. It was very relaxing, and I did see some things. Thank you. So I'm glad about that. And sometimes it's just a little bit of practice that you need to do. Very good. Well, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody now. I'm going to say thank you for tuning in, and I would really appreciate that feedback to see if you think it's worth me doing something like this again in the future. Again, usually I just do coaching on Skype. This is something a little bit different. Try and hypnosis, I usually send through MP3s to people, because as well as being a past life regression therapist through hypnosis, I'm also as well a clinical hypnotherapist and a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming. So I do the coaching and then send somebody the MP3 after, because Skype can be quite an interesting and different experience. Well, that seems to be everybody has actually said something now, so I'm going to sign off now. Thank you very much, and I shall see you hopefully again in another video, maybe a one-to-one that I've done sometime in the past, or this. Or there's a couple more things coming through. Thanks again. We'll talk later. Worthwhile for the first time. I'll sign off. Yes, very relaxing. Thank you. Good night, Paul. Good night, Jenny. Cool. Good night. Good night, everyone.